Hello everyone, Queen Panda here, and today I have my deck profile on my 60 card DoomZ Pile that I got 4th place with at Locals. So before we get into the video, I want to shout out my testing partner Ducky. He is who I mostly test my decks against. So for the first part, we have for the DoomZ part, we have 3 DoomZ Change. Ignore that. Three Raiders, 1 Drastius, 1 Amalith, 1 Alara, 1 DoomZ Palpatron, 2 Doomdirge, and 1 DoomZ Destruction, along with 2 Media Superior. I thought this ratio of DoomZ was fine. I was originally playing 3 of each of these and 1 Drastia. But I added some more stuff to the deck, so to minimize breaking, I decided to just go down to 1 of each of the main DoomZ monsters, and I was already playing 1 of that. The DoomZ Destruction, I thought about taking out, but I like the one-sided drone lockbird effect. I don't know if I'll be playing it going forward, but I do like this card, and I feel like right now, pre-new support, you have to be playing 2 Doomdirge. All right. Now next part of the Dex engine, we have, as you can tell, Mr. Rookie. We have 3 pre-preparation rites, 3 Mystery Prayers, 1 Habakiri, 1 Murakumo, 1 Saji, 1 Kusanagi, 1 Aramasu, 1 Night Star Serpent, 1 Mystery Ritual, 1 Mystery Prayers, and 1 Great Purification. Now, for the Mitsurugi part of the deck, I thought this ratio was fine. The Night Star Serpent, because the 60 cards, you're very likely not going to see it in your opening hand, and this enables the rank 4 plays, also bridging into the other engines of the deck. And I decided to go with the heavier package with the Aramasu and Kusanagi. Again, 60 cards, you're most likely not going to see them in your opening hands. And I decided only to play Habakiri and Murakuma. I was originally playing Futsu in the deck as well, but decided to cut it out to minimize breaking. And also, I feel like I just needed these 2. And without Futsu in the deck, I really didn't use Purification as much as I would have liked, because most of the searches went into prayers and just looping the Murakumo. So Purification, I don't know if I'll keep it in going forward. I may end up taking it out for for a different card. But today it was okay. Alright, next part of the deck. It will be Sky Strikers. We have 3 Sky Striker Engage, 2 Widow Anchor, 1 Hornet Drones, 1 Array, and 1 Rose. Now, the Sky Striker part is just very small. It's just engage into Hornet Drones to make 0, to then get these 2 and get the pop 1 to 0. Widow Anchor is mainly for going second. If you have engage, you can just engage, search Widow Anchor, and get the monster effect. And Hornet Drone just enables the links. I was originally playing 3 engage, but I added another engine into the deck and decided to cut the Widow Anchor down to 2. And I was also playing Shark Cannon. I decided to cut that out to make room for the other engine in the deck. And the final engine of the deck, which I decided to add this in literally last night, was Fiendsmiths. We have 3 Fiendsmith Engraver, 1 Lacrima, 1 Tract, 1 Sonked, and 1 Lurie. Now, with the Fiendsmith stuff, I found myself going into Exciton Knight a lot, and I decided, you know what, it's a Life Fiend, I have room, let's throw Fiendsmith in. I only own 1 Tract, but I really don't think I needed a second Tract, because I also play 1 Sonked. So if I do open the Tract and an Engraver, I can just search Sonked, and it basically does the same thing. This engine actually really did help out at Locals today. So I'm really glad I added it in. And that is all the main engines of the deck. Now to get into hand traps. I didn't play a lot of hand traps. We just played 3 Fua, 3 Ash, 2 Bell, and 1 Ferulia. Now, like I said, I didn't really play a lot of hand traps. I honestly thought about taking out the hand traps and just play board breakers in the main, but I wanted to see how well these went at locals before I decided to add board breakers. Like I said, I was thinking of just playing Dropwood and Darker No More in the main, but I wanted to see how these went well first. These actually were nice. I did not see a single Charmy today. But the Ashes and Bells I saw quite a few times, and they really did help out. And against my last round opponent, my opponent tried to Azuna me, and when they tried to bring back Lupus, I just bailed them, and then just kept on comboing. And with the Charmies, I only put one Perulia in the main because I didn't really have room for 2 more Perulias. There were some cards in some of the engine piles, like I said. The Purification, I'm thinking of taking out. I might end up adding more Perulias. I don't know. We will see. It just depends on how much I can take out and add in. But that is the hand trap parts. Now it comes to just the rest of the staples. We have 3 Salesman, 1 Rhoda, 1 Called By, 1 Talent, and 1 Living Fossil. So with these salesmen were actually supposed to be theorealized for me to disappear, and that also helps bridge the deck into Fiendsmiths. But I could not find my theorealize, and I also ordered 3 more, but they weren't getting here in time. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just play Salesman. And Salesman actually did come up today. Like I Salesman called Droll, and my opponent could use Droll. Sometimes I sell a band called Ash Blossom, so they can ash my stuff. Like this card actually worked really well. I think I'm planning on keeping Salesman in the deck now, and if I want to keep it theorizing, I might end up taking something else out. I don't know yet. We will see. I do want to try fitting Theorize because it does really help in the deck, because not only can you summon Media Superior, stack your opponent's top deck, it also bridges you into Beansmiths. Talent, Call By, just really good generic cards. Rhoda helps you bridge into Sky Strikers. You just search Ray, normal summon Ray. Honestly, Ray is the main normal summon of the deck other than Media Superior, because Ray helps bridge into your other Sky Striker stuff, because you can Ray go into I'm actually about to show you in the extra deck, but Camilla, which then dumps Engage, get back engaged with Kagari, and then from there you search Horton Drones and make 0. And Living Fossil is just mainly just a generic equip card for me to use with Deactoris, because I can pop it and then search the Living Fossil. And there were times where I opened the Living Fossil, and it just helped me extend into more plays to help boost the power of my inboard. So Living Fossil definitely went, and I'm taking it. I actually really like this card. All right, and now let's get into the extra deck. Obviously, Sky Striker token. But for the first part of the extra deck, we have the DoomZ stuff, which is actually very small. It's just 1 Deactoris and 1 Drastius. With the number of the DoomZs in the main deck, you're really only going to go into these realistically once in the duel, because the Mitsurugi and the Fiendsmith helps with your follow-up plays. So just one of each of these is fine. You really don't need any more. And next we have the Fiendsmith part. So Fiendsmith, we have Requiem, we have Sequence, we have Caesar, and then we have Necroclip. So with the Fiendsmith part, this Necroclip was actually supposed to be Fusion Lacrima, but I accidentally put this one in instead. And that's why you also see Sequence in here, because this was supposed to be Fusion Lacrima. So Sequence, I only made once and then tried to fuse, but I only have Necroclip. So this one didn't really come up as much today. But Necroquip actually did help a lot. I guess I got I can get some draws. It helps make Caesar. I don't. If I want to keep Necroquip in, I'm going to have to take out Sequence and probably play something else. But I can also try to find a room to play the Fusion Lacrima. So I have two ways to get to Caesar. Caesar actually really helped today. This is definitely the MVP of the Fiendsmith part. I will do some editing with the deck and see if I'm going to keep Fusion Lacrima or Necroclip in. But that is the fusion part of the Fiendsmith part of the extra deck. Next, we're moving into Sky Strikers. Sky Striker, we have one Kagari, one Camilla, and one Zero. Now, I was also playing Azalea, but I decided to take Azalea out to help make room for the Fiendsmith cards. There were some times today where I wish I kept Azalea in because of the free pop on my opponent's turn. You know, I make 0, tribute 0, summon Rain Rose, pop a card, tribute Ray, summon Azalea, and pop another card. So if I can find a room, I will definitely put Azalea back in. I will have to see what I want to take out, but I really did miss Azalea today, so hopefully I can find a room in here. You know, Kagari and Zero just helps bridge into each other. You know, so like I said early in the part, you know, meet Camilla, dump Engage, add Engage back. With Kagari, get Hornet Drones, and then those two make 0. So it just adds more to your inboard. It's a really small package. And then the last part of the extra deck is just generic stuff. Well, first, these two are mainly part of the Mr. Rigi stuff. Zombie Vampire and number 90. When you make your Mr. Rigi stuff, you can either go to number 90, helps protect you from Nib, and just a good generic inboard piece to, like, you know, interrupt your opponent with monster negates. Zombie Vampire just helps bridge Mr. Rigi into all your other engines. You can potentially mill Ray. You can potentially mill a DoomZ monster to get a search. You can mill Lacrima to search Engraver. Zombie Vampire, but I really didn't use this that much today. Really, the only thing this accomplished today was just getting me a body to make IP. And that's probably the main use of this card. Like, it realistically, in a 6-card deck, you're not really going to hit anything good with this card. But it's still good. Like I said, I made IP. You can also use it to make SP, to help break boards. So it's not a bad card. I'm definitely would not take either of these cards out. They're both really good. And then the last part of the decks, X-1 Knight, Giant Hand, SP, and IP. These two, I would not take these out. These two cards are just really good in the deck. Like I say, you use Zombie Vampire to make IP, and then I can make SP, or just go straight into SP with Zombie Vampire. Both of these cards are really good. I don't recommend playing the deck without it. The Giant Hand X-1 Knight, like I said, X-1 Knight is mainly here to, like, help break boards. You can make level 4s in the deck fairly easy, and then you can also use this to bridge into your Fiendsmith stuff. So this card's really good. Giant Hand, it's honestly, I don't know how I feel about this card. It's just a generic inboard piece, because you often with the DoomZ rate locks you into Xyz. So there are times where you start doing DoomZ stuff. You get locked into Xyz, but you have 2 level 4s on field. So instead of just leaving them there, I have Giant Hand here. That's just a generic level 4 to make. And when I was putting in the Fiendsmith stuff, it was actually up between either Giant Hand or Azalea to cut to make room for the rest of the Fiendsmith stuff. I ultimately decided to cut Azalea, but like I said, I do wish I had her today. That she would have really helped out. But Giant Hand, I also really liked today. It just added more to the inboard as an extra, monster negate. So I don't know what I will take out for Azalea. It will either be Zombie Vampire or Giant Hand, but I'll probably prioritize taking out Giant Hand over it. But both of these I really like today. I don't want to take out either of them, but I'll do some more theory testing with the deck to see how it goes. But that is the extra deck. Now we'll move on to the side deck. The side deck, I'm playing 60 cards, so I really didn't want to add more hand traps into the deck. So with the side deck, we decided to go just a pure board breaker. So 3 evenly matched, 3 Raigeki, 3 Lightning Storm, 3 Thrust, 1 Jamming Waves, 1 Afterburner, and 1 Feather Duster. Like I said, I just did not want to add more hand traps to the deck because I'm playing 60 cards, I wanted high impact cards. So I decided to add all just board breakers. Also, why I was thinking of adding more board breakers to the main deck over hand traps. Again, I'm not sure what I want in the main deck. I'll do some more theorizing to see, but really tempted to play this deck at my upcoming regional. This deck was so much fun today, and I also ended up beating some meta decks today. I played like 3 Vanquish Soul today, beat 2 of them, lost to 1. The Vanquish Soul was actually my only loss. I went X-1 at Locals today. So the Vanquish Soul was really the only one I lost, but I beat the other 2. I also beat 2 Tri-Brigade Yummy decks. Tri-Radiant Yummy decks. I also played a Pure Blue Eyes deck that I beat. And I think that was it. It was a 5 round local. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that was it. But yeah, I was surprised I even got more than 1 win. I expected to just get 1 win at locals, but I ended up going X1 and getting 4th place. So I was happy, and that makes me want to play this deck even more. So I'm going to theorize this deck. Maybe take it to my regional coming up soon. I don't know yet. We'll see. I got to do more testing with this deck. But I do hope you all enjoyed it. And if you have any comments about the deck or ways I can improve the deck, do let me know in the comment section down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.